Hey guys, Jay here, and welcome to my Kumoricon 2018 convention review. Alright, so some of this is going to be quite negative. If you guys went this weekend, you probably already know what I'm going to be talking about. That is the new autograph system. So before I get into that, let's talk about some good stuff. Don't worry though, I will end on a good note. I'm just going to put that kind of in the middle. So let's start off by showing you guys the things that I got at the convention, because I don't need to make another video about this, because, I mean, it's not worth it. I only got one item and two autographs, and the two autographs are from one person, and I didn't even get them. Hardy got them for me. So the two autographs are from Monica Rial, who I've been trying to see for a while. The last couple times that she's been up here, I think like 3 different times, and I've been trying to get her autograph, but I haven't been able to make it. So there's that. Hardy ended up getting a staffer's badge, so I don't know what exactly he was doing for staff, but he ended up signing up on Thursday for a badge, so he was able to do the autograph lines for, like, being a staffer. You can, like, get, like, privileged line stuff. So he did that and ended up getting a Monica Rial ticket and got these for me, and then got his own, all that good stuff. So to show you guys those, if you guys remember from last year, I got Todd Habercorn's signature on, wow, that's hard to see. I got Todd Habercorn's signature on Okami-san and her 7 companions. I really wanted Monica's on this side, but she noticed that her character was on the back, and Hardy kind of didn't listen to me. I told him to get it right here because she's not on the cover, but he didn't tell her to do that, and she went ahead and signed on the bottom anyway. So I might have this like this from now on back there, because this was in that empty, well, you can't even see it, the empty spot right here. That's where this was, and I'm probably just gonna unfold it now and just do it that way. I'm not 100% on that, so we'll see what happens. If anything, I can always have everybody sign the original cover, because this is the alternate cover on the Blu-ray, so whatever. And I also had him get her signature on a poster, which is from the same anime. This poster I got before I knew what the anime was, but her signature's right here, and she accidentally wrote his name instead of my name and had to scribble it out, and totally didn't even realize, oh yeah, oops, that's not you. Because I wasn't there to get it from her, so she confused it, and, well, she put my name on it anyway, so that's what matters. And I got it backwards, so I can't really read it. It says, anyway, I'll just do it this way. It says, Jay, much love, Monica Rial. So, it's awesome. I'm going to get the rest of the girls to sign this whenever I meet any of them. I know Caitlin Glass comes up here a lot, so she can sign it. Need to wait for the rest of them who never come up here. Anyway, so the one thing I did get, though, there will be an unboxing for it, sort of. So my first vlog from the convention is going to actually be the unboxing. It's going to be part of that vlog, but it is Sword Art Online Sword of Fellows, the tabletop Sword Art Online game, which is really weird. I did not know they made this. I read up on the instructions, and it's only about a 30 to 45 minute game, depending on how long people take to do things. It's really cool, so once the vlog goes up, go check that out, which should be in like a week from now or so. Maybe, yeah, a week. It'll be a week from the day this one comes out, the next Saturday. So it did come with, well, I didn't come with, I bought them. They're these little standees for your character, so when you pick a character, you can put the standee in place of nothing. So it's just a little visual to have, because it's kind of cool. It's not a board game where you move the pieces or anything. It's a dice game where you roll the dice and see how much damage you do to a boss and things like that. And it's got like markers, little cursor marks and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's all that I got from the convention. There wasn't very many figures, and well, I mean, there was like a couple places that are very well known to have like the better figures, the expensive figures. I didn't have enough money to get them, so I didn't. Instead, I needed the money to take a taxi from the train home. It was a just-in-case type of money deal, and then I found out that my ride was able to pick me up, so I didn't need that money, so I could have spent it, but then I didn't see anything I really wanted, so I ended up going to GameStop and getting a couple games for my Switch. So I just didn't care enough to buy any figures. So let's talk about the actual negative part of the convention before I talk about the positive part of the convention, because I want to, like I said, end on a positive note. I don't want to end with the negatives, and the negatives is only one thing. So, but there's a lot to it. So let me get into this. All right, so the autograph policy got changed this year because of last year, and there's a bunch of conflicting things going on. So I'm not 100% on what's happening, or why it happened or anything. But I hear that this system is not being used next year, as far as I know. Don't quote me on that. If it does, it does. If it doesn't, then better. I don't want it to happen again next year. So they changed it to a lottery system rather than a first come, first serve. Usually you would just wait in line, or wait for the line to start, get in line, and then go get your autographs. The line would cap at a certain number, and they would turn away anybody else who was coming up because they were too late. Well, this year, all they did was add another line. It literally changed nothing, and people don't seem to understand the problem with it. All they seem to think is a lottery means everybody has an equal chance. That is not true. The people at the beginning of the line will have a larger chance because all of the winning tickets will already be in there. By the time it gets down to the last, 10, 15 people, something, or, whatever the number is of people, whenever it starts getting down to the last quarter, there's a very good chance that most of the winning tickets will already be gone, because those people that had a larger chance of grabbing them will likely have grabbed them. Therefore, with those being gone, the more likely choice that they're going to get is a losing ticket, because there are 2 winning tickets, and one of them is a winning and losing ticket. So there's a good chance that they will still get a losing ticket. So the way it goes is there's Group A and Group B. Group A are the ones who are supposed to be guaranteed, and I'm saying supposed to be because I will get to that in a second. They're supposed to be the ones who get guaranteed autographs. Those people will be a line. Once that line is done, if there are people who didn't show up, or that number is not the same as the number that were handed out, it's lower, say they handed out 70 and only 55 people came, then they can take 15 people from Group B and put them into line A. That's how that works. And then the rest of Group B, basically they just say, F you, go home. You don't get a ticket, or you don't get an autograph. So that's how that works. So the majority of Group B is still not going to get an autograph. So there's 2 chances that you're going to lose. And one of them is a false positive, where it makes you seem like, oh, I got a Group B, I still won something. But you still didn't, because you waited in line for nothing. Now, I did say that Group A was supposed to get autographs, and I made it sound like maybe they won't. Well, it's because some of them didn't. I actually have a screen cap of somebody who said that they had a friend who was in Group A who got told that the line was capped. How do you cap a line for people who already have a ticket to that line? You can't cap it. There is no limit. There's no numbered limit. The numbered limit is the tickets. If you have a ticket that says Group A, that is the line. You can't cap that. You can't cap somebody who has a ticket for that line. That's not how lottery works. So they're already not following their own rules. And not only that, apparently, and I have more screenshots too, somebody also was saying that people from Group A were being told to go to Group B, as if, what's the point of giving them a Group A if you're going to put them in a different line anyway? There's no point in having this system if you're not going to even follow the system. And one of the main reasons that they said that this was a new change thing was that it's going to fix all the camping. And some of you guys may not know what camping is. Some of you guys might know from video games where you're you're camping their spawn, where you just sit there and wait for things to happen, and then you kill them at their spawn or whatever. Same idea, but with a line. So you're waiting in the area where the line is going to be before the line starts. This isn't allowed. You're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to just sit around waiting in the area. You're supposed to come at the right time, and then whoever's up in front gets to go. That's how it goes. But there are people who camp out and just sit there for an hour in that area, waiting for them to say, okay, let's line up, and then they're boom, right in the front of the line. Which, they really can't stop it, because if you're not directly right there where the line's going to start, they don't know what you're doing. You could be there. There's really anywhere you could be. The line area starts where there's booths in the dealer's hall. So you could be at those booths and just looking around, but still camping in that area because you're right next to it. So they wouldn't even know. They can't tell you to leave and not look at this merchandise right here. So I don't understand what they're thinking. I don't know. But camping does not get fixed with this. at all. The other thing people don't seem to understand, and this is the last part I really have to talk about with this, people don't understand that people will camp for any line. It's not just right when you're getting the autograph. People will camp for these ticket lines. Like I said earlier, the beginning of the line has a better chance of getting a winning ticket than the end of the line. So they're going to camp to get in the front of the line, so they have a higher chance. People don't seem to understand that that is a thing that can happen. They just assume that, oh, well, this just cuts out, I believe it cuts out the camping, so that means it does. No, that is not how that works. So there's really, this isn't changing anything. All it's doing is adding another line. And it makes it so the lines are sometimes interfering with other autographs. So if you want to get 2 autographs and one of them is, one of the distributions for the tickets is at the same time as the other one you already have a ticket for, you ain't getting that other one. There's no reason for you to even try because it's at the same exact time. They didn't plan it like at all. So I don't even know. Oh, actually, one more thing before I do, I did forget to mention this part. There was somebody who, because of the miscommunication, was waiting 4 hours to get a ticket to a line. 4 hours. That's unacceptable. All right, let's talk about the good stuff now because that's pretty bad. So like pretty much everything else was good. All the staff that we did run into there was nothing wrong with them. They were staff. They had to do their jobs when when things happened. Like if someone was blocking an area, they have to tell them to stop. Things like it's nothing. Some attendees get mad at that, but it's like, stop blocking places. So the staff that we did run into was fine. There was nothing wrong with that. The people were fine. I don't remember anybody specifically that, like, I didn't see anybody specifically doing anything wrong, like harassing or something like that. I'm sure it happened because it's the world. It happens. But I didn't personally see any, so I can't speak on it, basically. So I'm not going to say this happened or this happened because I don't know. I did hear something about a trans male being kicked out of the male bathroom, which I don't know what happened, so I can't speak on it. The dealer's hall was small, but they did have some pretty nice stuff. They had a lot of the bigger vendors that show up. So even though there was some small vendors, there wasn't a whole lot, but the good merch was there, and I just didn't want any, but it wasn't bad. Anyway, this video is getting very long. There's mostly ranty, but there was good stuff. Literally anything that wasn't the autograph sessions was fine. I didn't really go to any events or anything. I did get to hang out with all my friends. I got to hang out with some other friends that I had met previously that I didn't get to hang out with much, but I got more time with this year. So that was pretty awesome. So, like my friend Austin, I got to hang out with him for like most of Saturday, which was really fun, and I never get to hang out with him, so that's awesome. So I got to hang out with him and a bunch of his friends that I got to meet. They were all really fun to hang out with. And then obviously Atlas and Mariah and Hardy, we all hung out at some point because we were all in the same room and everything too. So that was fun. And then one last thing, I did not get the video done that I wanted to get done, which was the Artist Alley tips for you guys. I was doing so much other stuff that I had to get done. And I was kind of stressing out at the convention a little bit because of the autograph session and having a lot more cramped space because there is construction going on. So I wasn't able to get that done, but hopefully at another convention, hopefully soon, we will hopefully be going to Fandom PDX. I don't know for sure. If we do, I might try to do it there, where it's a much calmer, not so stressful doing a whole bunch of stuff convention. Alright, now as you guys know, I don't really give these grades or review letters like A's or B's or something, or obviously I will always recommend Kumoricon. Even if they mess up a little bit, I will still always recommend them because it's a nice big convention. There's always something to like about it. Even if they do some stuff that's not very good, there's always something that you'll like about it. So yeah, I still recommend it. Anyway, that's it for this video. If you like it, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. Maybe subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys later.